Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My family and I just returned from a 24-hour stay in Niagara Falls, USA, and I'm here to tell you all about it. We left on a Friday afternoon, and our first stop after checking into our hotel was Steak Stone and Sushi. So there is a variety of food here. We went for their sushi primarily, although this time we got mostly cooked rolls because I'm currently pregnant. My husband and daughter did share a spicy tuna. This one right here was our favorite. It was shrimp tempura with a spicy crab salad on top and a couple different sauces. So delicious. We ended up ordering a second one of those. After that, despite the fact that we had no room left in our stomachs, we decided to get some ice cream anyway because who doesn't want a sweet treat, right? So we went to Dee Dee's Dairy, which sells Perry's ice cream, which is so good. They had a ton of different flavors. Plus, they also make their own soft serve and all kinds of different sweet treats. And the servings are gigantic. We all got baby size, and my dish, it was a baby scoop of a piece of cake ice cream, which was a yellow cake flavored ice cream with pieces of pound cake and chocolate frosting swirled into it. Amazing. It was the size of a softball, at least. So my daughter and I shared that to the best of our ability until we were just too full to eat anymore. But everybody enjoyed their flavors. Somebody had the Graham Canyon, which is graham cracker ice cream with chocolate in it. My husband tried the pumpkin pie, which was incredible. My son Ben here has the brownie batter. They were all really, really good. So even if you don't make it here, if you have anywhere in your area that sells Perry's ice cream, try it out because their flavors are numerous and all tasty. That evening, we took a walk down to the falls, which are illuminated at night in a variety of colorful lights, and you can also see a beautiful view of Canada across the Niagara River. The next morning, we had breakfast at our hotel, which by the way was a Hampton Inn. I highly recommend. It was only about a 15-minute walk from the hotel to the falls, free hot breakfast and free parking, and I think the best rate that we could find, at least this weekend, for a hotel room. So we walked past the visitor center into one of the main entrances into the state park, and it's a beautiful fall day. This was the first weekend in October, so it was just glorious outside, and we happened upon a black squirrel, which I had never seen before, so I had to get a little footage, and in the distance you can see the rapids of the Niagara River flowing downstream towards the falls. Our main activity that morning was the Maid of the Mist, which is a boat tour. You can catch it on the American side of the falls or on the Canadian side. I think it might go by another name over there, but this is about a 15 to 20 minute boat ride. There was some narration in the background, but you couldn't really hear it over the sound of the falls, but it takes you all around the base of the American Falls, Bridal Veil Falls, and Horseshoe Falls. And on this particular day, it was super windy, so we got a little bit more than just a mist on our voyage. After the boat ride, you have an option to walk up to the Crow's Nest. So this is a very steep set of stairs that take you up to some viewing points right by the American Falls. So it was very, very wet over here, at least when the wind was blowing in our direction. But we saw so many rainbows that day. It was just spectacularly beautiful. So next we crossed this bridge over the Niagara River to Goat Island, which is just another area with lots of observation points to get different views of the waterfalls. So this is called Terrapin Point, and you get a much closer look at the Horseshoe Falls. Again, double rainbows, that was the theme of the day. And we walked to some other observation areas just to get more beautiful views. Much to my kids' disappointment, we were on foot all morning, but there is a trolley that would take you all around to these different points if that's something that interests you. Our final stop of the trip was Charlie the Butcher's, which is this incredible restaurant that serves roast beef sandwiches. Now, the location we went to was in Buffalo, New York, so only about a half hour away from the falls, and it was an express location, so a little bit more of a limited menu, but that's okay because all we wanted were their beef on weck sandwiches. So weck is this roll that's covered in big chunks of salt and caraway seeds, and then the beef is the most tender, thinly sliced roast beef. And they dip the whole sandwich in the au jus sauce, and then they'll serve it with a big side of horseradish, which you can put on as much or as little as you want. This time the horseradish was super potent, so we only needed a little bit to get that kick. I highly recommend these sandwiches, and they have locations all over the state of New York. They also specialize in these locally made sodas. So this time we got birch beer and the lemon up, which was very similar to like a 7-Up or Sprite. Really, really tasty. And you can see just how tender and delicious this meat looks on the bun. Comes with the pickle and, like I said before, the horseradish on the side. Absolutely delicious. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I'll see you again soon.